Yeah, so I want to make this video as a football fan in respect to what Pastor Dolakbo said about the Arsenal Football Club. Well, me, I'm not an Arsenal fan, I'm a Chelsea fan through and through. And, I believe when we take bant, and we put it on the pulpit, there's a whole lot of problem. I've been a Chelsea fan for a very long time. I followed during Zola and Reflo, Babayaro era. And when it's banned in football, it's banned. It is not bringing it to spirituality. I have some good friends, Arsenal guys that are my friends, even in my university days. I'd got guys that are wonderful Arsenal guys that you could give your sisters to marry. They good guys. From what Pastor Dolapo said about immediate when I heard it the first time, I told my wife, I said, this one is too much. Oh. I know we bant. Yeah. In fact, I still like banting. In fact, PSG Arsenal, I will be supporting PSG. Let me put it there. Saying that if you are a lady and an Arsenal guy is coming for you for your hand in marriage, you should rethink because they are failures, they are cost. That's too big. That was out of it. That wasn't football matters anymore. We can bant. Bant is you tell them, like me, I bant with Arsenal. I said, Baba, I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than you. I have Champions League. I have the Europa. I have the Conference. I have Club World Cup. I have Super Cup. I have completed football. Those are bants. But when you now take it to, you make it spiritual on the pulpit. Many men of God do these things. And you see, you guys are not Sabinos. Even if Sabinus is serious about that, all right, we would think it's a joke. But you're a man of God. You don't go on the pulpit and say things like that. That's nobody banned. Okay, just imagine if Arsenal has bottled the EPL. Do you think people will not relate to what you're saying that, yeah, you really heard from God? I don't have the right word for what I want to say, but when men of God make mistake, instead of them to come out plainly, they still hide and say, I was joking. Imagine that your joke and Arsenal bottled it. You won't come and say it's a joke. You will say, I said it. So please, I'm talking to our men of God. When you're on the pulpit, when you have a lot of follower, you can't just make statements. When you guys are on the pulpit, be careful of what you say. Me, I still want to bant Arsenal, but banting Arsenal, it's not, going, telling them about how they are a failure. That's why, because you're an Arsenal fan, you ventured into this business, and because you're an Arsenal fan, that is why your business failed. That's too much. That's too much. That's no more bands. Please, let's keep bands the way bands should be. Let's keep bands. Like I was still saying, imagine Arsenal bottled the EPL. You won't come out and say, oh, please, it was a joke. People will say, oh, and one pastor said it. The pastor hears from God. The pastor is a real man of God. They right. Let's leave bant at bant. Yeah.